So we do have 2 more matches. According to our good friends here over at the MG, as we are talking in the little broadcast, we are going to be doing the upper bracket matches now. So Eki, I know we've been going on for quite a while, but there's always a build up to the best matches of the day. And what can I say? We are here watching X versus Alov and Thunder versus Morris. So we're gonna have a soldier v soldier and what I would presume is a scout v soldier matchup. Obviously, Alov and X would be the soldier v soldier matchup, whereas Mora and Thunder would be the scout v soldier matchup. So we have the 4 top dogs so far, the ones that have won their opening matches. So we can at least expect a pretty close match between both matches. At least one. Hopefully both of them can be close, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, that's the dream, isn't it? Both of them being close, just having non-stop close matches. That would be great. But MGE sometimes does not allow for such niceties as, well, constant close matches, unfortunately. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, time will tell. Time will tell whether or not these matches are going to be close or not. So I think at this point we're just waiting for these guys to add up so we could get on their cams and excuse me, I'm yawning. So we can get on their cams and get this show on the road.
Remember that the winner of this qualifier gets an all expenses paid trip to the US, but also just want to give a quick shout out to the MGE League. We have a oh wow, well, that command doesn't work, but if you were to type MGE.TF, you would have been redirected to the MGE website. Just want to give a shout out to the 2v2 league. Sign-ups are open, whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Asia, whether you are in North America. You have your chance to play for a prize pool here in the MGE.TF 2v2 league. But hold on for just a second. There is a bit of disclaimer. Sign-ups end tomorrow, so head on over to MGE.TF, register your team. You don't have to be a great player at the game. You don't have to be the top of the top. You don't have to be up there with Manny or all those other players, or like Kobe or Yum Yum or X or Ty, whatever. You just got to be willing and able to participate, because there are divisions that cater to all skill levels in the TF2 scene. Just head on over to MGE.TF and you can play. And yeah.
Yeah, so signups do end tomorrow. If you want to create a team, if you have a duo that you have in mind, I think you can sign up for the 2v2. I think they still have that. I think it's just generally speaking, the signups are still ongoing. So if that is something you're interested in, I would recommend heading over to MGE.TF and checking it out. Because if you want a 1v1, you want to join the 1v1 league, just sign up right now. Just go ahead and throw yourself in there.
Hold up.
Just go ahead and do it.
Who do we got on screen? Who is that guy? We got the MGE bot? Who is this guy, bro?
Not the MGE bot.
First we had the MGE
Not
moderator.
the MGE bot.
We had the MGE moderator, and now we have the MGE bot?
Uh-oh.
What is going on?
Uh-oh. The MGE bot has an unfathomable aura that strikes fear into the hearts of those who are nearby. And unfortunately, X was the closest of anybody to the MGE bot. And that might cost him. The MGE bot, known to curse those who are nearby. Very, very much known to curse anybody who is nearby. So hopefully that doesn't affect X, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anything is possible.
Okay, we have the next maps. We have the matchup coming up next. It is going to be alov and X, and we are going all soldier maps. It is going to be Node, Bad Spire, and then Badlands Mid. That's a bit of a lineup here.
Yeah, definitely a map lineup to be touting out for this game, but should be an interesting one nonetheless. Should be a fun matchup between these two teams, as I do believe we have gone live to it. So X and actually no, I'm confused. This is MGE bot
Okay, well.
fighting X here. I thought for a second we were going live because I saw the scores getting updated in the corner of my eye, and I was like, oh, okay. But it's just the MGE bot harassing
MGE
X
bot.
here. It's he's just harassing X. Actually, I think it's the other way around. I think it's X harassing the bot.
Well, I wish we could do predictions, but I think these guys want to get this show on the road. So, any quick predictions from your end, Mr. Eki, before we head on into this match?
I think X takes it. I think they do. I think. Oh, excuse me, I had to yawn. Pardon me.
Oh, we're getting straight into the swing of things. Hurry up, make it quick.
Ooh. I think X takes it. I think it's going to be a very close match. I think it's going to be a rough start for X off rip, but I think he takes it. I think he takes it nonetheless, and it's going to be 1-1 here between X and Olive. Just a little bit of counter jumping happening between these two. Really nothing special going on. I mean, it's going to be soldiers with shotguns, so the hit scan is an option here. Olive is not running gunboats, as was seen with their bout against Klux. 3-2 in favor of X, now tied up at 3 apiece.
And remember, these guys are not yeah, like you said, there are shotguns into play here, and you know, X, one of the best soldiers in the European MGE scene. So I'm really curious to see how he fares against Olive. You know, if we look at the past MGE tournaments, we've seen a bit of flair from the European players like Yalen, Ryan, Fancy. KN's also a pretty good MGE player, but he hasn't been playing in the MGE tournaments. But now we get to see X, who has been murmured around the scene, but we have not seen or exposed him to the wider audience outside of the MGE community. We can finally see just what this guy is and why they talk him up so much.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be able to see it in full color here. 10-5 in favor of X right now. 4 kill streak with that shotgun, putting on a very dominant performance right now. A 7-point lead, 12-5 in favor of X here. Looking to make it 8, but could they do it? They will not be able to. It's gonna be Olive finding their first pick in a little while. Now a second one. The snowball could be beginning here, and this is the peril of playing soldier v soldier. Once you die, it becomes very, very easy for the other soldier to kind of just stand there, be a stalwart, and make it very difficult for you to return. The snowball becomes infinitely easier, but X is still at a 4-point lead here as Olive is able to make it that 4-point lead. They find themselves a pick, but X mops it back up, sets themselves up for a 5-point lead once more. 6 points now, 9-15 is the score. Does miss the air shot, will fall to Olive here, so it is 10-15. Still favoring X. Now 6 points again, 16-10. Getting juggled up to the high ground, can't quite land the air shot, Olive, and they will fall. 8-point lead here. X looking to take this one home, gets taken down. Nice rocket and to the quick switch from Olive here. Going to be able to find 2 in a row. But they're going to have to play essentially perfectly here if they want to win this first round. I don't think that's going to be able to be I don't think that's going to be able to happen.
The clean direct from X, they're able to get the final blow onto that round, winning it 20-12, but there is still one more round to go, because remember, each map is a best of 3 in and of itself. It's a best of 3 of a best of 3, and X still needs one more before he can claim Node and we can head on to Spire. And I'm finally excited to know that we are seeing some guaranteed, signed, sealed, and delivered Spire action here in this tournament. Feels like we haven't seen it, and now we're finally getting to see it.
We haven't seen it at all. I don't even know if between any of the other competitors that it was even an option for map 3, because we know it was never an option for second map. But was it ever an option for map 3? No, I don't think it was until now, where it's a guaranteed. It's guaranteed we see some Spire action. So, and not just Spire, but we go to Badlands mid if it ends up being an upset on Spire and the series gets tied 1-1. So we'll just have to wait and see if we end up getting 2 tried and true maps in the same series. But
ooh,
nice air shot. Oh my goodness, the juggle.
Man, X is coming out beasting in this freaking match. You know, I see what the hype's all about now. I see what it's all about. I'm gonna tell you that. But I feel a bit spoiled because, you know, when we watched that one tournament with Kobe in it, he was just blasting air shot after air shot. Didn't matter what opponent he was facing. But this time, I'm seeing a bit of a scrap fight here, and I'm loving it.
I love seeing these closer matches. It does often get a little bit more appealing than, wow. It is a bit more appealing than those blowouts like that one with Kobe where he made the opponent rage quit. Still replay that in my head every now and then, but can't reminisce on the past here. It's 5-14 in favor of X here. Now it's a 10-point lead as X gets another to set themselves to 15. Now 16. They're at an 11-point lead. Double air shot between the two. It's going to be alov cutting the lead down to 10 once more. Now 9, getting back into the single digits. Playing on the high ground, both of these players are trying to trade spam with one another. They're going to be able to land the shotgun kill as X getting that lead back up to 10.
Wow.
Now up to 11 once more, playing very, very well. Nice rocket from X. They're going to be able to make it a 1-point game here. All they have to do is win this round, and they move on to the next map with a lead in the series. And they are doing everything they possibly can to just slowly encroach on alov's territory. Playing a little bit further back now. Both players pretty low. X below 100, so too is alov, and they're going to get juggled up into the air. The shotgun blast will take them down. And that will move us on to the second map. We're going to Spire, a tried and true titan of MGE.
We've been waiting for it. We're about to see it.
We've been waiting.
We're about to see it, baby. Let's go. I'm ready. Bring us some good Spire action. I want to see all the air shots. And hey, I gotta mention the lighting on this rework by the MGE crew is pretty good. I gotta say.
This is true. The lighting does look way better. The lighting looks significantly better, and not to keep bringing up the past or anything, but this is the map where Kobe delivered a clinic and made his opponent rage quit. So I'm not going to say history will repeat itself here in terms of the rage quit, but could we see a clinic get delivered from X as they delivered on Node? Oh! That is the question that remains to be answered, but right now they're playing very well here. Very nice, as these rockets are absolutely beautiful.
You know, there are some unwritten rules of MGE, but the rocket jump with the shotgun, shameless. Shame on these players. I know
that was an unwritten rule.
I knew it'd be scrappy, and I knew players were trying to win, but I guess we're leaving the unwritten rules.
If it's not a written rule, is it really a rule? That's the question. If it's not a written rule, regardless of the dishonor you bring to your family, regardless of the dishonor you bring to your family and your cow, does it really matter?
They say money reveals people's true colors, and I can see it being revealed right now, so to say. But hey, I mean, as long as we're hitting some air shots just like X did right. Oh my god! Well then, you know.
Oh my!
I guess you can eat my
X,
words.
you can't be doing that, my man. Oh! All right, hold on. Alov might be in it still. He might still be in this one. He's just trying to force X off of that high ground where he's been so incredibly dominant. Scoreline 11-6 here in favor of X. Now 11-7. Alov is slowly clawing their way back in. My goodness.
You're not supposed to play on defense like that, X. My gosh. Where's the manners?
Yeah, I mean, this is... There are no manners. I mean, honestly, if there were manners, it'd be boring. Unless it's manners like we saw between alov and Klux, then those are good manners. But those are the entertaining manners. But good manners on Spire, come on now. We all know that's not happening. Come on, come on.
Never happening.
This is where boys become men on Badlands Spire. This is where you duel for all the marbles.
Man. But hey, I'm loving it. It's a lot closer than it was on Node. X was showing us pure dominance on Node, but now alov has made it a little bit closer, but maybe I'm eating my words too because X is starting to pull away with this round, and maybe even the series at that.
Yeah, X does seem to be pulling away with this one. It is only the first round, but it leaves a lot to the imagination for how the rest of the game is going to go. Alov does come back up, getting themselves into the double digits here. They're at 11-17 still. So Alov has a lot of ground to make up if they want to come back. They will crater X up at 18-11 now, trying to play the fence here as best as they can. They will take down Alov. They're 1 point away from securing the first round of Spire. And with the jump up from alov. They get juggled into the air. The shotgun blasts are too much for them to handle, and they'll get taken down. Alov wins the first round.
Man, alov. Sorry to say it, you gotta play against a shotgun denier here. But at least alov is gonna start off this round on the right foot. Finally, he's found himself on a lead more than one. Maybe he can extend it to 3. Manages to do so onto X. He's actually faring well. A lot better than he was so far to start off this game, and I think that's going to be good if we want to see a competitive match. Because remember, we are in the upper bracket, you know, upper bracket round 2, so we got to see something else from alov if he wants to bring it back and prove that he belongs at the top of EU MGE.TF 2, and maybe even potentially earning a trip to Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's an all-expenses-paid trip to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where they will host the championships for this event. alov coming out swinging, though, with the lead off rip. X has to claw their way back. They're at 3-6, now 4-6 as they find another pick. But slowly but surely, they are clawing their way back into it. alov going to be able to find another pick there that sets them at 7-4. But immediately taken back again by X. It's been trade after trade here. X finds another. Should be able to jump up onto this fence here, but the shotgun is juggling them a little bit, but not enough damage is coming out. No rockets from alov there, just the shotgun, and that ties up the score at 7-7.
Man, are we seeing this fence play from X? I mean, it's brought him back into the game, but I don't know. This is some impure TF2 play that I'm seeing right now from X. But alov, you just gotta do him one better, you know? You gotta stoop low if you want to win the match. You gotta stoop to your opponent's level.
Stoop low. Sometimes you gotta stoop even lower. Although, I don't really know what you would do to stoop lower than the fence play there, but I mean...
Well, I mean, if there wasn't a white list, I would have been running the reserve shooter by now, so...
Alright, you know what? Understandable, actually. You know what? That's fair, that's fair. But alov is still in the lead here with 11 points. Now it's all tied up as X. They're going to be able to find a pick. That'll be 11-11. Oh, air shot by alov here to get back into the lead. Juggling up X again. Takes him down once more. 13-11 here. alov with a 3-point lead as they find the shotgun pick to make it 14-11. They could potentially pick themselves up around here and get themselves back in the fight. But if X is able to make their comeback, they will win Spire, and we will have to move on to the next upper bracket matchup.
No, we need to see a little more Spire action. We need alov to bring it back. We need those 3 kills so we can see one more round of Spire action. alov has it in him, but he just needs to connect a few more shots and a few more rockets, and is managing to do so here, but between the two, they are 7 HP combined. alov just needs to look for this rat hiding under the cellar, and does manage to find it. Sniffs out X and just needs one more to bring us to a 3rd round.
Yeah, alov is trying to lock it in here and make sure that by all possible metrics, they can get themselves into that 3rd round. Juggles up X, but does not land the cleanup shotgun. Another juggle up. X is on 70 HP, now 40. The shotgun is doing a lot of hard work here, but alov is at 80. One good blast is all it takes. 17-19. alov is choking up right about now, but can they make a comeback? 18-19. 2 more picks for X is all it needs to get into the next round of the playoffs.
Here we go! Oh my god.
My goodness.
When the lights are on, alov does not choke. Well, he almost choked there, but my goodness, we are on to a 3rd round of Spire. The lights were not too bright quite yet, and we still see some life in alov, but he's got to do it all over one more time, but he's down 2-0.
Yeah, down 2-0 off rip. Not the most ideal, but you can claw your way back. Very small deficit to make up. They get 1, but they'll end up getting dropped down to a 2-round deficit once more. Finds another, though, makes it another 1-round deficit.
Ooh, nice shot.
Good rockets being exchanged between these two, but...
Oh
my.
X is just so deadly with that shotgun, just really relying on it after hitting that one good rocket onto alov. Seems to be favoring the shotgun in all these scenarios, and he's asking for alov, come jump up, because I can just quickly deny you with the shotgun. And instead, alov is not going to opt to do so. Just going to kill bind because he knows it's a losing game whichever way he goes.
Yeah, and I mean, we did see alov get themselves into some good positions earlier. You have to try and force X down to the ramp up, the spiral up to the top of Spire. And once you can do that, you have a good chance to try and get in onto the point, because then it becomes a situation where X has to counter jump you, and you can deny them with the shotgun. So it's a game of just trying to flip the advantages as much as possible here, and these guys are doing an exceptionally good job at doing this. X does get dropped down to the floor, still up by 5! They get the escape plan crit with the shotgun. Oh my.
It's like playing whack-a-mole here with wherever alov shows his head, he just gets immediately whacked down by X's shotgun. And, you know, I ain't gonna... It's clear that X's prowess is within the shotgun. Maybe he should have been playing scout this whole time, but we're on Spire, so I guess there's no room for a scout or player in this map.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no room to play scout on Spire. This is... If anyone were to ever tell you there was an MGE map specifically for Soldier, Spire would be that map. I mean, it is just the Soldier MGE map, and there's no denying it. Scoreline is 14-6. X is in the lead with now 9 points. Does get jumped on from behind by alov there, though. They get the downward direct right into the back of X's dome, so they will be able to get a pick there. 8-point deficit for alov, though. They have a lot of ground to cover. X only has a little bit more. They need 5 more kills, and they will get themselves the win against alov. They'll send alov down into the lower bracket. But alov is cutting down on the deficit. Good bomb in from X there to get the damage necessary to force a suicide from alov there. But as it stands right now, X is still in the lead. Finds another pick. 3 kills away. 2 kills away. Denying with an air shot. 1 kill away, and X walks away victorious.
You gotta be kidding me with these shotgun denials. Where's the rocket air shots,
But
man?
alov is here. Alov is here, and they have not backed down just yet, but the downward rocket is too much for alov to come back from. I believe that should be it, as X has defeated alov on Badlands Spire. They defeated them on Node, and try as they might, they are not successful in forcing that third round. alov will go down to the lower bracket. X will advance, and we'll probably be covering that match first up tomorrow. But we still have one more game to cover after this. So,
yeah, we got Thunder versus Mora up next, and Eki, you know, I'm a fan of high octane MGE gameplay, and I saw those shotgun denials, man. Obviously, we know what's being played for here. We know there's money on the line. But, man, that was a bit of... I expected air shots. I expected, you know, 1-2 punches with the quick shotgun, with the the air shot propping or juggling the player in the air, and then you quickly switch to the shotgun. But man, that was a disgusting display of MGE. This is crazy.
Right.
And obviously, we don't make the rules. We're just here to commentate the matches. We see what we see in front of us, and we speak about what's going on in front of us. And I'm speaking some truth, I feel like, right here.
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the shotgun denial, but it's in the kit for a reason. I mean, alov was also running the shotgun. Neither of them were really at a disadvantage there. They both could have done it to each other. As much as, or for as long as they were on the height there, and it looked like X was just able to capitalize on it far more. And honestly speaking, I think X just they played better than alov there. It was a little bit closer in the Node games. I feel Spire got a little bit more rolly, but I mean, X just played very well, and it sucks to see alov go down into the lowers, but at least they're still in it. You know, they still have an opportunity to get back up there and win it. They have a redemption chance if they can claw their way through the lower bracket. But X is going to move on. They'll be waiting for their next opponent to show up, which will, I believe, come in tomorrow. We'll be going live at around the same time. Tomorrow.